a pretty big weekend. We have 2 events going on, just like last week, 2 events. But first is we got to run Project Burn Barrel. Now, I haven't started this thing since June, and now it's early September, so that's saying something. So let's get it started up. I bought new plugs, new wires, that kind of thing for it, so we have to get it started to the shop to put all that new stuff into it. So let's see if she'll fire up. Make it so she can breathe a bit. Just a bit though, you don't want it to breathe too much. Come on, old girl, I know you want to fire up. Now, Project Burn Barrel is the first thing we're doing, and that is Sunday night. Now, the second thing we're doing, because this is Labor Day long weekend, we're also doing an endurance race. 400 laps. Last year I only made 59, so my goal this year is to make 60 laps. So we have the exact same car as we did last year. Just let me get it pulled out, and then I'll walk you around both of them. So a lot of you guys have been asking me, have I ran Burn Barrel? Where am I going to run Burn Barrel? All this other fun stuff about Burn Barrel. Well, here's the truth. I was going to run it in June. I booked the time off work to go run it. 24 hours before the Derby, it was canceled. And it wasn't the promoter's fault. So I just put Burn Barrel back in the woods and let her sit there. I was going to run it in early August. I watched a couple of videos online. The track was super small, so I decided not to bring it, which actually kind of worked out for me. I brought the HHR, and the HHR mysteriously pulled out a win there somehow. It surprised me, but so basically I spent all winter building this car, and here we are in early September. Today being September 1st, and now it's time to derby this thing. So the plan is today, if I can get this hood off by myself. Plan is today is new plugs, new wires, new distributor cap, clean everything up. So I guess let's get started.
Wait, is it recording?
Yep.
Yep.
So we put a new
Action!
So we put a new distributor cap in this. We made sure we labeled all the wires so we didn't mess it up. We got it running. We cleaned the carburetor. We put some fuel into it. We checked. It has no water on it in it, and I don't know if it leaks or not, so I'm going to wait to fill that up at the Derby. I checked transmission fluid. It's low. I know it leaks, so I have the transmission fluid with me, and I'll fill that once I get to the Derby. And I checked the oil, and that's good. So let's start this thing up and drive it on the trailer. So, who's ready to see Burn Barrel get derbied? Well, this car's all loaded up. Let's do some looking at that accurate TL for the Enduro on Monday. So this is the car we're taking to the Enduro in Flamboro, and this is the exact same cars we taken last year, except I think a couple model years newer. I built the car almost exactly the same, minus the front end reinforcement, and the reason for that is I simply didn't have time. There's still a couple things that we have to do to it, like clean the windshield. That is really a must for the Enduro because you want to be able to see. I did put all new brakes on it off the other car, new pads, new rotors, front and rear. See the drilled and slotted. We did put our NG Customs cage inside this, same cage we ran last year, so I'm not scared it's going to pass tech because I know it's going to. And we put a half of a racing seat into this car that we recently got, so that's better than what we had last year because I was sliding out of the seat. But if you guys don't know, these Acura TLs are basically just like giant Honda Accords. They have 3.2 liters in them. They're quite quick. A couple things I'm going to do to it still is probably just knock off the mufflers so I have some loud sound out of it, just to be cool out there with all the other loud cars. Load up the spares, impact, that kind of thing to change out all the tires. I don't know how this is going to work very well because you need a roof sign, and last year it got dark, so I installed these LED lights to shine on the roof sign, so who knows, maybe that will help, maybe that won't help, we'll see. The last thing that we're going to do to this car is tomorrow we are going to paint it. We're going to paint it up to be Zach's workshop for you two, and put our numbers right on the side of it, all the way down the side, right from driver door to back door, just to help be visible out there. But so make sure you guys come back to watch this car be enduroed and Project Burn Barrel to finally be ran. So it's going to be another busy weekend here, that's for sure. This is the third busy weekend in a row, and it's starting to take its toll on us. Cassandra and I are both pretty sore after our derbies over the last couple of weeks. But just working hard to build cars and keep you guys entertained. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow and watch another video.